Okay, guys, so for today's video, we're going to be checking out a series from this channel, Man vs. Street. I've seen another video of theirs where, again, it's Hood versus College, and they went around asking if men can get pregnant. And obviously, the college people were like, of course, of course, of course, and everyone from the Hood was like, oh. So I'm interested to see is what they would say. Would you date a transgender?
Would you personally date a transgender person?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
No.
No. No.
And why is that?
I'm hetero.
Okay. So right off the bat there, you could see all the like basically white people saying no or yes, and the black people saying no. Very interesting.
Sexual.
Would you date a transgender person? First, we're gonna ask Georgetown, and then we're gonna ask the Hood.
Either of you guys date a transgender?
Yeah, I would. Yes.
And have you ever done it?
No.
Yeah, I'm already in a relationship.
Is it a transgender relationship?
No, it's not.
Would you date a transgender person?
I don't see why not. I don't.
Ugh. She looks at the camera and she knows she's on camera, so she says what she needs to say.
Think it's like that big of a deal.
Would you personally date a transgender person?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Would you date a transgender?
No, I'm a transgender. I like men.
A man that's dressed as a woman would make me appear to be a lesbian in public, but I'm heterosexual. I wouldn't date a woman that's dressed as a man because then that is being a lesbian, and I'm not a lesbian. So
Why don't you want to?
I mean, I'm straight, bro. Like, I like females.
It's so funny to hear this like very simple basic question and everyone kind of look at him like with a dumb look on their face like, what do you mean? Like, I'm straight. Why would why would I? But in today's day and age, you gotta ask this question apparently.
Right.
Real females. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
So if you're dating a transgender person and you're straight at the time, does that mean you're straight after you date them?
Yes. Yeah.
I think you're still straight. Like you're a guy and you're dating a trans girl. Yeah. I think you're.
Whoa, what? You're a guy and you're dating a trans girl, you're straight? No, that's a biological man. Oh man, the mental gymnastics.
Still straight. Because also sometimes it's just hard to tell.
You're still straight even if you're dating a transgender person?
Yes. I guess because it's your own sexuality, and I guess it doesn't really matter in regard to who you're dating as long as it's what you are.
Whoa, no. Your sexuality does matter. If you identify as somebody who's straight, that means you date the opposite sex. If you identify as somebody as gay or lesbian, then you would date the same sex. So your sexuality does matter.
When do we reach that point where you're no longer straight?
Like, okay, let's say you're a male, but then you're with someone who was a woman but transitioned into a male, then I guess like you would be gay then.
People who identify as the same gender.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so it's all by identity, not necessarily by biology in that respect, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
People are telling us that.
No. It is basic biology. It's not what you identify with. This is so crazy that these college kids think this.
You could date a transgender person and still be straight. Does that make sense to you?
No, that don't make sense because they changed their gender. So technically, you still not straight. You changing your gender for that person.
No, because they're not originally a girl. I wouldn't say that you still be straight.
You think that's something else at that point?
Yeah, it's something else. Might have to make up something.
it don't make
Well.
sense. It just how you straight, but you dating. I guess because they changed their gender, but like
You can't
it
change
still
your
don't make sense because you were born your way.
can't still be straight and do that. I don't see how that can be.
That doesn't make any sense to you? People say that, yeah.
Why do you think some people are hesitant to date a transgender?
With a lot of religion, people want to say that it's their only personal belief. They don't understand that it's just how people are and like.
I'm not to say that there isn't people that are do it off a religious basis, but there are simply people who don't like they're straight, they're heterosexual, they don't find the same gender attractive, so they would prefer not to date that person. And just because somebody is presenting as, female, but they were actually male, doesn't mean that they're female, so I wouldn't date them because they're still a male.
being transgender doesn't mean that you're bad. Like, you're just a person. Like, that's how you
What
are.
he
that's
said
how
means
you're
you're
born.
bad.
There's a lot of unknown, you know, and that like really freaks people out.
Probably just scared to get judged if they're dating a transgender. Like, oh, then people are gonna think I'm gay.
Yeah.
Why do you think people wouldn't want to date a transgender person?
They're transphobic and homophobic.
Probably that they just don't understand.
Why do you think some people don't want to date transgenders?
Well, it's a choice. Some people don't want to date men. Some people don't want to date women.
Why exactly do you
Exactly. Simple as that. Some people don't want to date men. Some people don't want to date women. Plain and simple.
not want to?
Because I'm not into them. But they're cool. I will hang with them. But personally, I'm not doing that. Dating, not doing that. I won't say nothing about nobody's personal opinion. If you like transgenders, that's fine. Because I got gay friends, lesbian friends. Like, it's just up to you.
So do you think a lot of this is education based?
Yeah, I think like if we start
No.
young, we could definitely
Start
like,
young.
teach children to be more accepting
Oh, yeah.
and more loving of
That's
everyone
what
and
we
different
want.
identity.
Like starting like kindergarten, preschool?
Yeah, I think so. Just showing like different families and different identities, how people feel about their identity and in their own skin is really helpful.
Have a child and then come say this. Because this is ridiculous.
Why do you think some people wouldn't date a transgender person?
I think a lot of people are uncomfortable with things that they are not educated on. We don't talk about it enough, and so a lot of people don't know how to approach things like this.
They're scared because it's different to them and they don't like to go beyond their bubbles.
I think a lot of people just don't understand, and there's like a lot of fear mongering. So what they do know is like a very limited perspective, or is from a very particular lens.
People are scared of what they don't know about and they're just uneducated and they don't make the efforts to educate themselves.
Yeah, and how do you think we change that? Is that something we would like go to the schools?
I think we could introduce more education in the schools and like things like health classes, but I think a lot of places are really against that. Just
Again, this is our next generation that is coming up. They're going to get out of school. They are then going to start having children, indoctrinating those children. And this cycle is just going to perpetuate down this huge rabbit hole. This needs to stop.
are against like sex ed and all that in general, so it's hard, but I think the schools would be a good place to start.
It requires some education to like move past that in order to like challenge the belief that you hold. It might be
Oh my
a true
God, her
belief, but
shirt
it's like
says
that
trans
belief
people
is informed by
belong.
information that if they were to be educated about or were to seek more information about, it might challenge that belief itself.
Some people that we spoke to said that the reason people wouldn't want to date a transgender person is because of education. Do you agree with that?
I'm gonna say no because that's not the way I go.
You would never change your feelings, right?
No.
Do you think that like we should be trying to educate people to change their feelings?
If you want to, and if they're open to hear it.
So you don't think you could teach someone feelings?
You can teach people feelings, but not everybody gonna accept how you feel.
Do you guys think there's any other reason that someone wouldn't want to date a transgender person?
I'm sure there's like a lot of personal beliefs one would hold. Personally, I think that those beliefs are like backed up by information that's unsupported.
I identify as straight, unfortunately, but I feel like I would be open to it for sure.
Wait, what? Did she just say unfortunately?
I identify as straight, unfortunately, but I feel like I would be open to it for sure.
You think that's unfortunate?
Unfortunately.
That I'm straight? It's not the vibe these days.
Did you guys date a
Oh
transgender?
my. See what I'm saying? These people are just trying to conform. They're just trying to be like everyone else. It's not the vibe these days to be straight. And it's crazy that every single person that said, yes, I would date a transgender has never dated a transgender. Or has some sort of excuse. Oh, I'm in a relationship. Oh, it's just never come up. Or this or this or that. Like, it's not the vibe.
It's not the vibe these days.
Did you guys date a transgender?
Actually, no, not
No?
really. Yeah, I'm not really.
Why not?
I believe this is not normal. This is not normal thing
Yeah.
to change from female to male or male to female because God, Allah, create us in a specific way. So why we change that?
Where are y'all from?
From Saudi Arabia.
Oh, it just ends like that. Okay, well, that was a fantastic video. I like these guys because they do these quick, concise little 5-minute videos, really to the point, get to the, get to those hard-hitting questions. So yeah, gonna give this one definitely a like. And as always, love to hear from you guys. What did you guys think about this? It's crazy that girl said it's unfortunate that she's straight and it's just not the vibe. Oh, but anyways, catch you guys on the next one. Thanks so much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it.